What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and we will talk again about Alexander Isak because a major bomb has been dropped by some major journalists about Alexander Isak wanting to play for Liverpool Football Club, and it's his dream to link up with Mo Salah and newly signed Florian Wirtz. And Isak's agent has been informed by Isak himself that he wants to play for Liverpool, and Hugo Ekitike is just a backup plan for Liverpool for right now, because I told you guys yesterday that Alexander Isak is Liverpool's #1 transfer target and Julian Alvarez is probably #2. But Liverpool would ideally want Isak to hand in a transfer request, to request officially or formally a transfer away from Newcastle, because that's the only way that Liverpool see a scenario where Newcastle would be forced to sell Alexander Isak, because Newcastle are in a very healthy financial situation. They have the richest owners in the world, and also they qualified for the Champions League, so they are under no financial pressure to sell Alexander Isak right now. And also let me know what you think about the Premier League fixture list that was released this morning. I will make a dedicated separate video analyzing the Premier League fixtures, mainly focusing of course on the Liverpool fixtures, but we will look at the other teams' fixtures in that video, so that is coming later this afternoon. So what do you think about this Alexander Isak situation? Because I think it's absolutely fascinating, and how Liverpool navigate this transfer window will be very, very interesting. And so far Liverpool spent 25 plus 4 million add-ons on Mamadashvili, so that's 29 million. Liverpool spent 29.5 million on Jeremy Frimpong. Liverpool are going to spend 40 million on Milos Kerkez with another 5 million in add-ons. And Liverpool will spend 100 million on Florian Wirtz plus a potential 16.5 million in bonuses in add-ons. This is in pounds. So before add-ons, Liverpool's total spend is already 194 million pounds. With add-ons and bonuses, if all of them are triggered, it's 220 million. And can you imagine if Liverpool add Alexander Isak on top of this absolutely crazy, transfer spend? That would blow up the internet, I think. But I think Liverpool are going to go for it, because with Darwin Núñez being sold, Liverpool definitely are looking to sign a striker. And talking about Darwin Núñez, the latest news is that in the next few days we will understand more about this deal that Darwin Núñez is negotiating with Napoli on a transfer, and what this Núñez decides to do, whether he wants to move to Italy or prefers a big money move from Saudi Arabia, and also what kind of conditions the deal will have for Liverpool, so how much money Liverpool would get to spend in this summer transfer window. So according to Fabrizio Romano, it's still in the early stages of the story. And Liverpool also have maintained an open dialogue over a potential move for Anthony Gordon. So Newcastle would be worried if Liverpool go for either Isak or Gordon. I would prefer Luis Diaz to stay, and for Anthony Gordon to stay at Newcastle, and Liverpool to sign Alexander Isak from Newcastle. There are many moving parts in this potential signing, because first Diaz needs to be sold, and then we will go for Anthony Gordon if Diaz is sold. However, if Diaz or Jota or even another attacker like Chiesa leave, then don't be surprised if Liverpool make a move for Anthony Gordon this summer. But I think the Liverpool's priority is for Alexander Isak's transfer. We will try everything to do that, and if it's impossible, then we will move on to Julian Alvarez or to other targets. Fabrizio Romano also reported yesterday that there are some technical things to resolve in the Milos Kerkez deal with Liverpool, but these things will get resolved and he will be a Liverpool player. So it's just a matter of time before Florian Wirtz and Milos Kerkez is announced. Florian Wirtz's medical is on Friday, and he will travel to Liverpool maybe today or tomorrow, and Milos Kerkez's medical will be probably next week, and Florian Wirtz will be announced this week, and Milos Kerkez will be announced next week. So what a time to be a Liverpool fan. Absolutely brilliant. And Axel Hesse, who is a sport build journalist in Germany, he revealed the inside story of the Florian Wirtz transfer move, because he said that Bayern Munich had long seen themselves at an advantage in the race to sign Florian Wirtz. But the reality was different, because Liverpool FC first indicated to Bayer Leverkusen in February that they saw good chances of getting Wirtz's commitment, so the player's commitment. And in March, Liverpool actually asked Bayer Leverkusen to contact the player directly, personally, and Leverkusen agreed because they have a good relationship with Liverpool and they knew that they would rather sell Wirtz to Liverpool than Bayern Munich. And Leverkusen agreed, even though Leverkusen themselves wanted to extend Florian Wirtz's contract beyond 2027. From mid-March, the Leverkusen bosses sensed that they would not be able to keep Wirtz, and he was becoming less and less receptive to their offer. At the beginning of May, Wirtz told the sporting director of Leverkusen, Simon Rolfes, that he wants to leave the club. He did not say where he would go, but had indicated internally in previous weeks that he felt ready to play abroad and he was particularly attracted to the Premier League. Liverpool in particular, with coach Arne Slot, had impressed him in their talks. And he visited Liverpool on May the 13th. And after that visit, the decision was made. He also accepted Bayern Munich's invitation for May the 18th out of politeness and out of previously him and his family giving their word that they are interested in the Bayern Munich transfer. But Bayern Munich's attempts to change his mind were in vain. Florian Wirtz already decided that he wants to sign for Liverpool, and what an absolutely big compliment that is for Liverpool and for Arne Slot, that we could present the current project of Liverpool to the best player in the Bundesliga, and he chose us instead of Bayern, instead of Man City, instead of Real Madrid. And also Axel Hesse also revealed that Florian Wirtz's medical in Liverpool is scheduled for this Friday. It is possible that there will be also tests on Saturday. If everything goes as expected, the transfer will be completed with the examinations, as the contracts have long since been signed. The transfer fee for Wirtz consists of a 125 million euro fixed fee and another 15 million euros in realistic add-ons, and another 10 million euros on top of that in add-ons that are difficult to achieve, like Florian Wirtz winning the Ballon d'Or, Liverpool winning the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, and so on. Wirtz would have to win the Champions League with Liverpool and play a significant role in doing so if all the add-ons are triggered. So that's when all the add-ons will be triggered. Wirtz will earn around 20 to 22 million euros, including add-ons per year, 10 of which will go to his parents, who pulled off the biggest deal in Bundesliga history on their own, without an external advisor who would have taken a cut of the commission. And I think that's very smart, that Florian Wirtz is basically keeping all the money in the family and not paying out agents millions of euros. He's keeping the money in the family, and the family helped Florian Wirtz broker this transfer. Ben Jacobs also reported this exclusive news that Liverpool are set to finalize a deal for Milos Kerkez next week. The fee is £40 million without bonuses and add-ons. The formalization to follow with only small details outstanding, and I think that's a great news because that's a pretty good fee for one of the most exciting talented left backs in the world. And by the way, Florian Wirtz and Jeremy Frimpong are on vacation together. They posted a picture on Florian Wirtz's Instagram where they are on a boat on a sea enjoying the sun, and that's absolutely brilliant that they are on vacation together. They are two very good friends, maybe best friends already, and they are moving to Liverpool together. So Florian Wirtz will be instantly at home in the Liverpool dressing room because he will have a good family like Jeremy Frimpong in the Liverpool dressing room as well. And Jeremy Frimpong already has good friends like Van Dijk, Gakpo, Gravenberch in the Liverpool dressing room. So Frimpong will be at home, and that means Florian Wirtz will be at home in the Liverpool dressing room as well. And you have to admit, when a club like Liverpool make these kind of decisive, bombastic, fantastic moves in the transfer window, that turns heads and people notice. This is not a team used to recklessness, but the measured aggression that defined Liverpool's best years under club is returning to its rightful place. One deal in particular signals a shift in the Liverpool transfer strategy. Florian Wirtz is no ordinary purchase. He is an extraordinary player, and he moves to Liverpool for an extraordinary price. He would be the most significant midfield signing since Thiago, but he's younger, more explosive, and quite possibly more important long term. The real story is not just his role in the team, it's what he represents. It's a reset, it's a warning shot, a line in the sand, and the other clubs will take notice. And Florian Wirtz will earn 240,000 pounds per week, depending on his bonuses, and the transfer fee of 115 million pounds. This is a massive deal, and these figures are signals. Liverpool are acting like a club that has no interest in just being involved. They want to win. They want to win the Premier League, they want to win the Champions League, they want to win all the trophies, all the competitions that they enter. And that is not about short-term fixes or sentiment. It's about building a team to carry the torch through to the next cycle. Wirtz, only 21 years old. The sky's the limit for him. And this salary already commands a place for him in Liverpool's top earning bracket, but below Salah and below Van Dijk. And Wirtz definitely walks into Liverpool as one of the most valuable players in the squad, both financially and tactically. And there will be those who raise eyebrows, because Liverpool's wage structure has been one of its defining features. It's still Liverpool's biggest expense. 377 million pounds are spent from Liverpool's revenue on wages. But Liverpool are putting all their money on the pitch, because we want to be as successful as possible, we want to win, and that framework is only valid when it helps you win. If you want to sign Europe's most gifted playmakers at the peak of their rise, you pay the going rate. But Wirtz is worth it, because he's not just a creator, he's a system shaper. His intelligence, press resistance, final ball, change the way Liverpool attack. He makes everyone around him better. And when you find a player like that, you pay him accordingly. You do not haggle with potential. You invest in it, you protect it. And Liverpool are not throwing money at the wall, they are strategic. Mamardashvili, Frimpong, Florian Wirtz, Kerkez, they are all strategic signings for positions that where Liverpool need to strengthen. Overpaying is not the risk. Missing out on these players is a big risk, of course. The big dilemma for Liverpool is, should we stick with Robertson or should we twist? Should we sell him to Atletico Madrid and bring in maybe, Kerkez and let Tsimikas be a backup? He can still deliver in moments, but Robertson's output has been diminishing and he's not the juggernaut that he once was. He gets injured sometimes, and that is expected at 31 years old. The profile of Milos Kerkez is deliberate signing for Liverpool. This player can match the pace and aggression required, both offensively and defensively. And if Robertson will be just backup, sitting on the bench for most of the time, then Liverpool shouldn't stick around with him, because you pay £160,000 a week for a backup left back. Liverpool should just move him on and maybe keep Tsimikas at the club. That's £8 million a year for a player who may start 10-15 matches. That's not sustainable. That money can fund a younger, more versatile player who covers multiple roles, maybe somebody like Jorel Hato, for example. So the choice is clear. You plan for tomorrow or pay for yesterday. Robertson deserves a dignified exit. Give him a platform when he can be the first name on the team sheet again at maybe Atletico Madrid. Liverpool will not forget him, but they cannot freeze for him. They cannot stand still. And probably Tsimikas has reached its limit as well, so maybe Liverpool will move Tsimikas on as well. Liverpool also need to be patient when it comes to signing a striker, because the striker market at the moment is frozen. No big domino has fallen so far. I wouldn't call Liam Delap signing for Chelsea a big domino to fall. But if Newcastle change their stance around Alexander Isak, then Liverpool should be ready to move. But they should not force a deal for the sake of headlines. Ekitike is talented, but is he prepared for the top level? Jota cannot stay fit. Nunez has not evolved. Nunez is going to be sold. So there are no shortcuts in the striker department. Maybe Osimhen, if we sign him for a relatively cheap 40-50 million, he could be a shortcut. Or Jonathan David on a free transfer. That would be even cheaper. But is he the right kind of profile? I'm not sure. This is where the Wirtz signing comes into sharper focus. He gives Liverpool flexibility, because Wirtz can play as the false nine and he can even sit behind Salah or overlap with wide players. His creativity gives the attack a new dimension. If the perfect striker is not available, then just wait. Make do with Salah, Wirtz and the wide forwards. Do not panic and bring in the wrong player. This is not the summer for soft compromises. It is the summer of conviction. So Liverpool need to be ruthless, and Liverpool are not rebuilding, they are building the squad capable of winning multiple Premier Leagues and hopefully the Champions League as well. That's the holy grail that Liverpool want now after winning the Premier League title, this season. So yeah, let me know what they think about everything that we talked about in the comments below. And I really hope that you guys enjoy these videos. I have so much fun making them. And do you enjoy the Club World Cup? I found some of the games boring, but some of the games were pretty exciting, like the Boca Juniors Benfica game, where Boca Juniors and Benfica got 3 red cards combined. There were 4 goals, lots of drama, lots of very exciting moments, and there are some really nice goals, and some games had some good atmosphere, like the South American fans and some Japanese fans are making some good noise as well. So it's an interesting tournament. I'm still a little bit on the fence, not sure how to feel about it, but there has been some decent games so far. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.